we started. It wasn't meant to be a democratic process.
It wasn't. I think until we like come to grips with that, then we'll be living in that same place until, you know, we decide that, you know, actual democracy and inclusion is important. Like, I mean, think about the founders. You know, nobody likes to talk bad about the founders, but were they all inclusive?
Nope.
Did the laws that, you know, were written by them, were they all inclusive? No, they weren't. So it was designed to be exclusive.
Yeah.
So when people talk about how the system is corrupt and how it needs to change, is not operating correctly. No. It's operating correctly.
Yeah, it's operating perfectly as they designed
perfectly.
it.
It was meant to be this way.
Yeah. And this is exactly the way they want it to go.
And that doesn't sadden me at all.
It does me because people are under the illusion that we are in a democracy. That's why I say, if you are to make the concession, right, to vote for Hillary Clinton, what are you in essence saying? You're in essence saying that it's okay for them to keep getting away with this. It's okay for voices to continue being silenced. It's okay that we don't have a democratic process. That's what you're in essence saying. So if you're okay with that, and all your, you know, like people talk about the Supreme Court. No, well, we have to have a somewhat progressive Supreme Court justice, which it's not going to be a progressive Supreme Court justice if it's Hillary Clinton. They're going to be centrist, just like Obama nominated this Merrick Garland. They're going to be centrist. They're not going to be progressive. But, okay, you don't want somebody on the court for years that will try to get rid of abortion rights or, you know, gay marriage. They keep dangling
social justice carrot, which matters, but they kind of keep dangling it in front of us.
Right. But see, what I keep going to is, what's more dangerous for our society? I mean, I know, especially if these social issues were reversed, man, that would be devastating. But you know what is devastating also is corruption. This perfectly corrupted system that they have in place. The root of the problem is not the Supreme Court. The root of the problem is not abortion rights. That's not the root of the problem. The root of the problem is corruption. That has always been the case. People may not see it, but if we don't fight against that, then this tree just keeps growing.
So, I mean, is there a candidate that tries to specifically deal with corruption in their platform?
Yeah. There's only one candidate. And see, this is what's disappointing to me. That these liberals, these so-called liberals, these so-called progressives that back Hillary Clinton, right? You can't ignore the fact that corruption is in our lives. Nobody would do that, right? These same people that support her. There's no way you could not admit that truth, right? Are you telling me that she is advocating to overthrow that system?
And if she's not an advocate for overthrowing that system, she's an advocate
for keeping
it in place.
Right.
You know, there's only two choices.